On the court, ball dribbling, cashing checks. College hoops, beats, pump, breaking necks. GunzPicks in the air, we ain't playing nice. Best rolling, paper stacking straight ice. Double units fired, man, winners only. Player props hitting, no rolling lonely. Bankroll swole, just stacking that cheddar. Breaking ankles daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing, 10 shots fired. Cashing best clips, reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit, you know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit.
Yes, sir. We are back in the building, baby. And how about that Friday card? If you guys caught that one, we went 3-1, baby.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
You know I'm money. That's why you guys keep coming back to the GunzPicks channel and you keep looking for the plays on the next day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Breakin Show. I'm the host with the most, the point guard of podcast and self-proclaimed CBB goat himself. It is GunzPicks. Oh, yes. And we are going to break down the Saturday basketball college edition slate on the GunzPicks channel. And if it's your first time here or you don't know anything about this channel, this is why you need to subscribe to the GunzPicks channel and hit the like button, because guess what? I am making an ultimatum on this show. I will do a late night bangers edition of on the GunzPicks channel, which means that I will break down all the late games, the 8 o'clocks all the way down to midnight. If there's any games in Hawaii, excuse me. If you want that video to come out, I need 40 likes on this video. That's right, 40 likes on the Breaking Ankles show. And we just came off a 3-in-1 day. And we just been cashing, 60% on the video plays here. Please, this is why you need to be involved. You need to be oriented. You need to be a true gun disciple. Whether you're a beautiful bastard or a beautiful bachelorette, bastardette, I don't even know what the word is for that one. If you're into this, I am. Listen, we need to break down the plays. I digress. Let's get into the plays that paid the bills. I was getting a little bit off tangent there, and I had no idea what road I was going down. So let's do it right now. Let's talk about the first play that's going to be on the board here for Saturday. And I don't have any noon plays to give you. I have a little bit more late afternoon stuff and some early evening stuff to give out to the people. Let's talk about the first game on the board here. Let's talk about Ole Miss versus Vandy in Memorial Gym, Nashville, Tennessee. 3:30 p.m. is the tip-off of this game. And statistically, Ole Miss is the better team all around, right? 35th in offensive efficiency, 16th in defensive efficiency, going against a Vandy team that is 30th in offensive efficiency, 76th in defensive efficiency. And then on Vandy's side, defensively, they don't defend the ball well. They're 295th in opposing field goal percentage, while Mississippi is ranked 74th. The edge does go to Vandy, though, in the rebounding element and free throw shooting. So two key statistics are on the Vandy side. Now, last time these two teams met, Mississippi won by 13 points, and they were 10.5-point home favorites. This was last year. There wasn't anything that happened this season. Mississippi has the total team rank edge as well. When you look at KenPom perspective, Mississippi is ranked 23rd overall. Vandy's ranked 47th. So why is Vandy a favorite in this spot, right? Let me break it down to you. Vandy is absolutely electric at home. They're 12-2 straight up at home this season. They're 4-2 straight up in conference. Their only losses were against Mississippi State, which Mississippi State dominated Mississippi this year. And, of course, the number one team in the country, Auburn. Then you got to look at Vandy. 6-2 ATS is a single-digit favorite this year. Vandy has lost 4 out of the last 5 games, but look who they lost to. Top 5 opponents in a lot of these key numbers, actually top 10 for that matter. Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Those are the teams they lost to. Not bad losses. And guess what? They've just been playing a little bit competitive in those games as well. Then you got to look at Ole Miss. hasn't played a game in a week. So I think there's going to be a little bit of rust factor in this situation too. And Mississippi may get caught in a look ahead as well, because guess who is on deck for Ole Miss? That's right, the Auburn Tigers. I think this is a bad spot here for Ole Miss situationally, and they're going against a Vandy team that, quite frankly, it doesn't matter who they play at home, unless it's the number one team in the country. They get it done efficiently, especially in their own gym. So give me Vandy money line as play number one. Of course, Peter Groznia. He is an absolute true gun disciple. Sup, Guns? Good to hear from you on this late night show. Hell yeah. I got to do the late night show. I got to give it out to the people. I got to keep working. I got to keep grinding. You guys have been putting up the views. You've been putting up the likes. And I got to keep working for the people. All right, let's go to the next play here. We're going to have a couple 4 p.m. plays. Let's talk about some Mountain West action. Let's get into the nitty of the gritty, the dirties of the dirty. Let's talk about San Jose State versus Wyoming in Arena Auditorium, which is a weird name for an auditorium in Laramie, Wyoming. 4 p.m. is the tip-off in this game. And then when you break down the strengths, you got to look at San Jose State. Their offense is their strength, right? 148th in offensive efficiency, 85th in three-point range, and they're 131st on the free throw line. But they're going against a Wyoming team that their strength is their defense. They're 120th in offensive efficiency, 166th in defending shots. Excuse me. And they're 136th in defending the three. So I think from the matchup standpoint, from offense and defense, from San Diego State's offense versus Wyoming's defense, I think they match up pretty well, and I think Wyoming can contain that offense. When you look at the other side with Wyoming's offense versus San Jose State's defense, very different story. You have a Wyoming team that is ranked 232nd in offensive efficiency, but they're pretty decent from the three. They're ranked 92nd in the country in three-point percentage. But they're going against the San Jose State team on the defensive side that is ranked 222nd in defensive efficiency, 244th in opposing field goal percentage. So maybe there's a little bit of an edge there for the Wyoming Cowboys against a bad San Jose State defense. Wyoming also has the edge on the rebounding element, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because Wyoming is ranked 60th in the country in defensive rebounding. Now, you have to look at San Jose State has not played good basketball as of late. We're looking at small sample sizes, 5 to 6 games at a time. They're 0-4 straight up in their last 4 games, 1-4 ATS in the last 5. And then you got to look at San Jose State has not surpassed 60 points in 4 out of the last 5 games. So I think there is some very big regression from a San Jose State offense that is their strength going against a Wyoming team on the road here. And Wyoming hasn't done much better at all. However, at home, they've done very well, 4-2 ATS in their last 6 home games. And then you got to look at Wyoming 6-2 ATS as a favorite this year, and that you see them sitting here as a favorite. Then you got the revenge angle from Wyoming, right? These two teams met on January 25th. San Jose State won that game 67-58. San Jose State was 3-point home favorites in that game. Now you're seeing the line shift the other direction. Not by 3. You have Wyoming as favored as 4.5 in this spot. And Wyoming has dominated this matchup historically. They've won 8 out of the last 10 matchups versus San Jose State. So I think Wyoming is looking for revenge off a rare loss versus San Jose State historically, going back to 2019. I think Wyoming gets it done here, and we got to be taking the favorite here at home. Give me Wyoming minus 4.5 as play number 2. All right, let's get to the next play on the board here. I love this play. Almost was my best bet. Almost. Narrowly was my best bet. But I still like this play a lot here. Let's get into some A10 action, shall we? George Mason versus VCU in Siegel Center. Richmond, Virginia is the spot. 4 p.m. is the tip on this one. And when you look at both teams, great defenses. Top 25 defenses from both sides, right? VCU is ranked 21st in defensive efficiency, 6th in defending the rim, 21st in turnover percentage, 7th in blocks, and 24th in steals. They're going against the GMU defense that is ranked 15th in defensive efficiency, 2nd in opposing field goal percentage, 162nd in block shots, 107th in steals. They don't create a lot of turnovers, but they defend the ball and shots very well for JMU. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, VCU does have the edge. They're 54th in offensive, 90th in field goal percentage. And the big thing is they get a lot of second chance opportunities, especially in conference. They're ranked 19th in the country in offensive rebounds. But they're going against a JMU defense that's ranked 197th in defensive efficiency, 145th in field goal percentage, 317th in creating turnovers, and 476th in opposing free throw percentage. So we're looking at two dynamics here. I'm sorry. I meant the JMU offense. We're looking at offenses here. So JMU's offense is not 197th in offensive efficiency, 145th in field goal percentage, 317th in turnover percentage. So they give up the ball a lot, and they're a bad free throw shooting team. They're 246th in the country in free throw percentage. So yes, edge big time on the offensive side for VCU. And when we look at the defenses, we have two good defenses going into this game. Now, VCU has won 4 straight versus JMU. And last season, if you look at the number on that one, VCU was a 4.5-point dog on the road against JMU. Now you're seeing them as a double-digit favorite in a lot of situations, depending on where you get the line. I've seen the line kind of dip into some situations into the 9.5 range. I saw that on FanDuel before the show. But situationally, this spot just favors VCU. I talk about it on the show. I take VCU a lot, and there's a reason for that, because VCU is 5-0 ATS in the last 5 games as a double-digit favorite, 9-1 ATS is a double-digit favorite of 10 to 20 points. And you look at JMU. They've covered 5 straight road games. I'll give them credit. Very good road team. But 4 out of those 5 games were short dogs. Now you're seeing them as a double-digit dog on the road. Very different scenario. And then you got to look at situations where JMU was a double-digit dog this season. It was only twice. That was against Marquette. That was against Duke. And guess what? Non-covers in both situations. I just think we got to be jumping on this VCU team for a while. As long as they're a double-digit favorite between 10 and 20 points, we will always, and I mean always, take VCU in these situations, and we got to hear a minus 10.5, and I think it's a perfect line here. So give me VCU by margin, minus 10.5 as play number 3. All right, I'm going to go break down my dog of the day and my best bet. But before I do that, you need to like and subscribe to the GunzPicks channel. You need to hit the thumbs up on this video. Like I said, I will not do a late night banger show tomorrow. And if you haven't have not been a part of a late night banger show, I do the show at 7:30. I give you plays from 8 o'clock all the way to 10. This is the degenerate of degeneracy, but I give you plays regardless because I am very good and keened in to the late night bangers, whether it be college football, college basketball, whatever it is. I tuck you in at night. You wake up in the morning, and all of a sudden your account is beautiful to bet some games on Sunday. And then we got to do a Sunday show. But I digress. If you want that show, got to get me to 40 likes. I don't care how you do it. You got to share, got to create new accounts, hit thumbs up everywhere. That's how you do it. Anyways, let's talk about what I like to call my dog of the day for Saturday. Let's go. Yes, sir. All right. Let's go into some SEC action here on Saturday. We're going to go in some evening action for that matter, because we have Missouri going against Arkansas at Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. 8 p.m. is the tip, on the East Coast. Statistically, you look at these two teams, Missouri has a big edge, right? 8th in offensive efficiency, 46th in defensive efficiency in terms of KenPom. They're going against an Arkansas team that is ranked 83rd in offensive efficiency, 29th in defensive efficiency. Both teams are pretty much equal on the rebounding element. Both teams match up very well. Field goal percentage, turnover percentage, and free throw percentage, though. So, yeah, there is a variance there as far as ranking is concerned from offense to defense. But I think this Arkansas team is going to be competitive in this game, if not win this game. Then you got to look at Missouri. Red hot, right? They are a play-on team. They're coming off that huge win versus Bama, a game that we picked right. Then they're coming off this very high element. They're playing during the week. The home crowd was on their side. The crowd was electric. It's very loud in that stadium. And guess what? Missouri came up with a win and absolutely dominated an Alabama team that was coming off a dramatic loss versus Auburn. Then you got to look at Arkansas. While they're 3-3 straight up in their last 6, they're 5-1 ATS in that span. Then you got to look at the teams that they played. Man, did Arkansas have a gauntlet in those games. Their only losses were to Bama, Auburn, and Texas A&M. Go check the rankings of those teams. I think they're top 10. Am I not wrong? Or am I wrong? That's what I should be saying there. So in that sample size, their only straight up losses were against top 10 opponents. And they were competitive in all those games. They only lost by an average of 6 points in all those situations. Then you got the revenge angle, right? Revenge angles we like to take advantage of as long as the line is right. Arkansas lost to Missouri by 18 points in the first matchup on the road. They were 5.5-point road dogs in that situation. Now you're seeing a short home dog here. I saw 1.5s out there currently, and I wouldn't be surprised by the time this game tips off. Could be a pick 'em, could be a little bit of a short favorite here for Arkansas. Then I just think from a situational standpoint, if you're going to play Missouri right now, a red-hot team, you want to play them now. And Arkansas is playing at home against a Missouri team coming off the highs of highs, beating a Bama team that was ranked, number 2, number 3 in the country. And now you got to go bring that momentum to the road on a Saturday, 8 p.m. in Fayetteville, where that stadium should be rocking for this game. Knowing that Missouri is highly ranked, coming off that big win, I think Arkansas comes out here and wins this game outright, especially coming off that 18-point loss in the previous game against Missouri. Give me Arkansas money line as play number 4 and my dog of the day. I want to throw the spread out the window. Arkansas is going to win that game outright. All right. Peter Grazak coming in. He goes, hit the like, guys. Guns is on fire. You goddamn right. Hitting over 60% on the show. Doing very well on all my plays overall. I'm hitting 56% since January 23rd. If you guys want to keep playing along, come with me. Who's better than the GUNZPICKS? Ain't nobody. All right, let's go to what we like to call my best bet. That's right. Best bet time. And of course, I'm not going to a different conference. I'm staying in the SEC with the GUNZ. We're going to Kentucky and Alabama and Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 6 p.m. is the tip-off in this game. And what a great game this is going to be. This was a high-scoring game in the previous matchup, by the way. Both teams are top 5 offenses in the country. You have a Kentucky team that's ranked 5th in offensive efficiency. You have a Bama team that's ranked 3rd in offensive efficiency. But I think Bama has a little bit of a rebounding edge in this one because they do score a lot better inside the paint and inside the arc. They're ranked 17th in the country in offensive rebounds versus a Kentucky team that's not very good on the defensive side in rebounds. They're ranked 200th in the country in that statistic. Now, defensively, Bama has the edge. They're ranked 48th in defensive efficiency, going against a Kentucky team that's ranked 69th in defensive efficiency. Then you have Bama. They're hungry for a win. They're coming off a loss on Saturday to Auburn. Then they had to go on the road to go face Missouri, lost that game in the worst environment possible for that team coming off that Auburn loss at home. So they're going to be very hungry and focused in this spot to get a win. And these two teams met on January 18th. Bama did win that game, 102-97. They were 2-point road dogs in that situation versus Kentucky. Now you're seeing this line jump. Earlier today, when the line came out, it was 7.5. Now you're seeing 9.5s and 10s out there now. So this is telling you everything you need to know what the books are thinking about this game. Double-digit favorite when they were a 2.5, 2-point dog on the road in the first matchup. Bama's just hungry for a win. They're great at home. They play well in Tuscaloosa. I think they're going against a Kentucky team that is, quite frankly, in a bad position because Bama, as good as that team is, they're a top 5 team in the country. Statistics still say that, regardless of the 2 back-to-back losses that they had. I just think Bama's coming out here swinging, and the books are telling you that. This is why this is my best bet. It's just a heavy line against a highly ranked opponent in the Kentucky Wildcats. Give me Bama. Roll damn tide. Minus 9.5 as the play. That was the best line I found. I'm seeing 10.5s out there, so grab it now. I don't think the line's going to be going down anytime soon when this game tips off at 6 p.m. East. All right. Before I recap, you need to like and subscribe to the GunzPicks channel. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell. Hit everything to get me in the algorithm, all algorithms that YouTube deems fit. And I appreciate everybody joining up and being a gun disciple, because I mean, I'm averaging 25 to 30 likes. But on a Saturday, it ain't going to work that way, folks. If you want a late night banger show, I need 40 likes. That's right. 40 likes. If you give me the 40 likes, guess what? You're going to make me work. I'm going to have to write plays. I'm going to have to sit at my computer and give you plays. Make me work. Give me 40 likes and get the views up, man. You guys have been absolutely killing it, and I appreciate all you beautiful bastards and bastardettes. I got to figure out a name for you guys, because I am basically the heartthrob handicapper on X, Instagram, and TikTok. That's right. Who's prettier than me? Guys want to be me, and girls want to be with me. Woo! That's right. All right, let's recap for everybody. I'm just playing around, everyone. Relax. All right, let's go recap for everybody. Let's go Vandy money line as the first play. Then we got Wyoming minus 4.5. We got VCU minus 10.5. We got Arkansas money line as the dog of the day. Of course, my best bet is going to be Alabama minus 9.5. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, let's have ourselves a damn Saturday, folks. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the board. And as always, ooh, let's keep dancing. Bang!
Daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing. Cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit. You know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit. Breaking down plays, knowledge.